What's going on,
What's
everybody?
going on, everybody? Is David Mitchell here, and my lovely wife, Lauren.
Oh! You should have kissed me. You should have kissed me because I'm.
And Police of Autism 217.
And I'm eating my dinner tonight. That's the reason why. Of my. You don't need to remind me, David. Oh, I was doing.
But yeah. But I got something that I brought up when I talk about AB therapy, which
Sorry, guys.
you guys know. No. Oh, brother, you know that's going to be a meme. What is that?
That's a bread.
What did you put in it?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, brother.
I'm quitting. Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Oh, that's just. I never thought of that ever in my life. What you did.
I quit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. I never thought of that in my life. Freaking putting peanut butter and jelly in a hot dog bun. Oh my. Show them. This. Oh my god. You little brainiac. Gigi, you got a nutty brainiac move.
Thank you. So it's
a little bit of a brainiac.
In a hot dog bun. Can't even breathe. Dang it. Hot dog.
Really, guys, you really have to dislike bomb before this stream even started. That to tell you how douchebag you are. Sorry. Not sorry, really.
You want to showcase the hot dog bun? Here you go, guys. Sorry, guys. Yep, hot dog bun. Peanut butter.
Oh my. What are you drinking? She literally put peanut butter and jelly in a hot dog bun. What the frick? Literally. Show them what
hot
you
dog
did.
Bun and a peanut butter jelly.
You seriously have to do.
I'm gonna eat while you're doing your thing.
Your live stream too. Oh my god, the Cargo Rail fan is for. The Cargo Rail fan saying WTF. Sorry. Alright, let's see what. Because I do need you over here for this, because it's something I do need to bring up about ABA.
Right, Google Fest.
Oh, let me see Alyssa. Is she online? Because I do need to bring her into it too.
Really?
Okay, I guess she's busy. Let me check in her group. She would. Alright, I guess so.
Peanut butter and jelly on a hot dog bun.
I got an auto wife. What a good one.
At least I am smart enough.
Mm-hmm.
They're soft and not too hard, not too soft, but just neutral.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what with the dislike bomb problem you guys have, but you're just some wusses if you keep on doing that. Okay, if not on one,
I ate this is my second hot dog bun sandwich, the peanut butter jelly, and it's awesome.
Here what I.
And I know Magnus doesn't want to do it.
All right. You know, didn't one of the reason why I'm dead get AB therapy, but it's something that I brought up that it's technically true for our community.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, great train adventure. You're a little kid. You think it's up, you do it cool. Imagine it that you if high school found out you did that. You would be getting shit on. I'm not even joking. Isn't that right? He not even in high school yet. Just imagine. Peanut, whatever happened to the guy who did something like this that went to your high school?
I don't know with him.
Did he ever got something to toll it? Because I'm not gonna lie, Great Train Adventure would probably be right there in the category. Alright, now let me get down to what. Alright, check where it is. Come on. Yep, that sounds like a train coming. Yeah, that is a train.
Silver meteor.
Nope, Silver Meteor and Auto Train already went by about Silver Meteor about 20 minutes ago. It's a normal freight. Jesus.
You don't underestimate a freight.
Mm-hmm. Heck, I'm still a little ticked off about crew up Q41. Them fucker fucked me.
Cluster freak.
Dave, I am in. Read it. Read it.
I'm in the parliamentarian of my school in hours of honors of class. I'm in honors class and I'm a straight A student. You don't know me, David.
But didn't know if that middle school, man. Just wait until you hit high school.
Excuse me.
Because you don't know how high schools act.
Excuse me.
Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you remember when we met him in person.
Michael?
You remember everybody at the trains? The model train club?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to butt anyone apple, but yeah. Here what I will look. Come over. You want to read it?
Later.
No. For
Let me eat. Later. I heard something. Hold on.
Mm,
Can you show to them what I posted on Facebook about the train? You can compare train to another train.
hold. I am talking about high school, eighth grade.
Let me read that after I eat, okay?
Grade,
Okay? Huh? Yeah, I am.
Really, Chicago Rail fan? Even though you're in eighth grade, that does not automatically make you a high schooler if you're doing high school grade classes in middle school. So sorry. You do, but you don't know the full extent of high school. Like, give it about 2 years and you'll realize that you're out all your week.
Mm.
We, there is when you make it to 10th grade. 10th and 11th is when you start realizing you're not.
I'm back.
But yeah, but let's get off of this up a joke and get on to the more serious shit. You want to read it?
My superpower is persisting. This is why heart disease from stress and suicide are top causes of death for autistics, and why we have an average lifespan of 36.5 years of age. I want you to apply the context of your experiences against the glimpse you had into mine.
Saying it, reason why is because of all the bullying and shit that go on for autistics. That reason why our lifespans are so short. It's because of all that bullying and shit. And trust me, some of that you don't think of bullying, it would count as bullying in other people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And saying about ABA therapy, it teaches you to shut out your feelings and how you feel around other people. It's in a bad message because it fear me but love me.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right?
Yep.
And message when it comes to ABA therapy is that it teaches the autistic not to follow their gut feelings, their feelings and emotions, and tell them to throw it out. Yeah. Did you please neurotypicals? Which I'm not gonna lie, that's disgusting. It's degrading, and it's awful. Which I'm not gonna lie, when I hear about shit like this, it did piss me off because literally the autistic feel like when they're sensory overload or like they don't feel comfortable somewhere, it's admit that we don't care how you feel, you act this way.
Yep.
It's like literally, it's like telling you that we're going to treat you awful if you try to act out your emotions. And like literally, and we don't care about how you act. We just want you to act a specific way. Like literally, like there were one scene and did I find fucked up because why I don't like ABA therapy. And it from the article itself where they would talk about how the kid lined up cards in a way because he played that way, and the therapist made him toss him around like everywhere. And I'm just saying, just to make him play in that type of way, with did not made him comfortable. And then they want to teach it in a way like dog, like One therapist actually admitted when she do ABA therapy of buying a dog clicker. You know what a clicker is?
Yeah.
Where you put it and make a noise.
Yep.
It's like saying, hey, buddy, hey, over here. You know?
Yep.
And then Jane is that every time the autistic do something that they like, they award it them, and then every time the autistic do something that they despise and hate or loathe, they punish them.
Yep.
Like an animal. This is why I call ABA therapy abusive dog training because of what it is. Because it enforces bad behavior and stuff that is not natural to autistic. Funny thing is, if they say imitation is not good. And funny thing is, that's how I got where I was. Imitation. From a young age, I watched how other people do and I imitated it. So the people who are saying imitation is not a value of warning, fuck that, throw that out the window because
Mm-hmm.
if I did not use that, I would not be here. I would probably be in a caregiving home. Because autistic who imitate what they see with our people and imitate instead of being told what to do and all that have a better chance at surviving than the one who go through ABA therapy. We like you imitate,
Mm-hmm.
I imitate we imitate and copy what other people do,
Yep.
It's a trait. But let me get back to why I call it abusive dog training. Like literally, every time the autistic do something that they do want them to do, they jump in their face saying, "Yippee!" right in their face. Do you know how?
That's awful.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of and it caused anxiety. Like literally, I don't know what the fucking problem with people are, but you don't try to make loud noises for autistic. Like it's something that irritates us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hold on, let me bring up the second article.
David, you don't need to read the whole article.
I
But you
know,
can understand. Yeah, this is
I
just
know,
saying, dude.
but like literally, like they like Gina is like they're programming you, Gina. Hey, here our Lord. Like it's like for survival, like awarded them with food. I'm sorry, but if you do that or with toys, you're just an awful person.
Yep. Sorry, Dave, if I interrupted a little bit.
Like, let me go to bottom.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I was fixing my hair because I did refix it again. I like fixing my hair.
But yeah, but read the bottom right here.
No.
Oh, all right.
That you need to say your sources, David, or you get plagiarized. So you want to? What do you want me to read? The retrospect?
Yeah.
Sorry. The whole course taught me more about my differences than about ABA. The foundations underscoring the approach were different from everything I've learned in developmental psychology, special education, and general education courses. With over 240 college credits, and 500 continuing education units under my belt, and having been deemed as the teacher was magical with autistic students, this went against every instinct I had.
Did it come from an autistic person themselves? But Jane is that. Did someone that pissed me off, but I just don't know what is wrong with people like trying to train up like animals. Like ABA therapy, it's actually like it abusive dog training or animal training, but for autistic kids would disgust disgust me, and reason why I don't like ABA therapy and reason why I will never support it. Because of its message and how it rewards autistic with toxic behaviors, stuff that don't feel right, you know? And it teaches them that their emotions does not even matter. Like literally, we like teaches them that their emotions don't even matter. Their stress does not even matter. Like literally, like Gene is that they punish autistics when they get overloaded, like sensory overload. And Jane is sometimes though restraint moves like it's something I don't support. I mean support cause strains because the ABA therapists they are teach to restrain a trained autistic kids and adult and they teach them in a way where it can actually break bone and kill. And yes, I mean kills. With I'm just saying, you don't restrain an autistic. You don't. You fucking do not. Because there have been a lot of deaths of autistic people because of this. How would you feel, and coming from autistic, how would you feel if you have someone restraining you with their whole body mass on you? You would not feel okay. You would do anything you can to try to get out of that and get away. Just imagine how some of the autistics feel when they're having sensory overload, having this happen to them. It can be traumatizing. Isn't that right?
Yep.
Have you ever had that happen to you?
Yeah.
Like my wife, she a victim of this shit. Heck, I don't even remember something like this ever happening to me. Like probably in elementary school, but I don't remember that. But I'm just saying the people out there, including my wife, I'm just saying the people who did that are awful. So, what restraint did they did on you when you were younger?
Well, to kind of, I kind of behave like I have to behave in a certain way, and what you're telling us right now, emotions don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was crying, then they will call it crazy. So they don't validate my feelings. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
was validating their feelings.
Yeah, that's the thing about ABA therapy. It don't evaluate an autistic feeling. Like it's a we don't care about your feeling. We want you to act this way. We don't care if it hurts you or cause you stress.
It's not just that, but if things don't get in their way, they will get mad.
Mm-hmm.
And there one moment that if I'm crying, I have to sit in the corner and face the wall, and didn't know that I got that many people within the special school that I've studied watched me crying.
Mm-hmm.
Even my friends, even my fellow friend, who is also a girl, who's her mom was also watching me crying, and it's not only physical restriction, it's also mental restriction. That
Mm-hmm.
if you're saying something, they saying something that you want to say, if you got frustrated, they're gonna get mad or something. They will take it as if you're making up story or you're bluffing.
Mm-hmm. Because one reason why I'm dead against ABA therapy and why I wanted to be banned. But yeah, you want to read this about right here?
At my core, I reject imitation. It's a paltry skill, a desperate one. It is the antithesis of originality. But this training talked about the grand merits of imitational development and how most kids do it effortlessly. It found that sales page on merits of imitation with most children with autism spectrum disorder, however, have a core deficit in ability to imitate.
Mm-hmm. You want to scroll down?
No, it's too long.
It
It's gonna be too long.
no, right down here before it get to the video thing.
No, thanks.
Because a lot of people need to know this.
You gotta paraphrase them.
But yeah, reason why imitation, I don't know why, but they tried to make it imitate our people, which I'm not gonna lie, it's disgusting.
Hmm.
Why would you try to make someone imitate someone else? It did. It's so toxic, and I'm not even joking. Like, like me imitating her, trying to sing. But how would you feel if I did that?
Is that weird?
Yeah, for autistic, that would be weird for Isn't that right?
Yep.
But yeah, but it's shit that autistic people go through on a daily basis. And funny thing is,
Hmm.
ABA therapy and dog training, animal training all have the same characteristics.
Uh-huh.
And what I said earlier about them, one therapist telling another therapist to buy a cricker from PetSmart of all places.
Not that okay, they treated us like a dog.
Yeah, and every time that we're not paying attention, they click that to try to get our attention. I'm just saying, for people who do shit like that I don't have respect. And people
That's
did
disrespectful though.
people did to me when I was younger who did ABA therapy. I'm disgusted with you, and I will never respect you. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Because now that I realize, as I get older, I start realizing how disgusting some stuff that I went through as a kid is. Like, it's just something to so fucked up.
That's sad.
Like, literally. Like, literally. It's just so fucked up in a way. Like, and heck, sometimes we don't feel okay imitating someone else. Like, literally. Like, literally. Why? It always good to be yourself. Always have your quirks and stuff.
There's this one thing I remember that I have to imitate let's say I have to imitate my siblings in order for me to fit in with them. But you know what? I should have said it on live stream, but I'm gonna do it in my video blog, that upcoming video blog for my YouTube channel. But I'm gonna give you all a summary. Well, I have to. They have a certain behavior that they want me to do.
Another train?
However,
Christ.
however, it is also out of my will. There's some certain behaviors that is also out of my will, that is not part of my principles and beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I were a mom, I will never let them imitate let's say, imitate a singer like Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm.
You don't imitate people. You don't copy their life. Yes, It's okay to get inspired by someone, but you don't need to necessarily copy them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like to your capability that will affect your capability badly. That
Yep.
sucks, man.
Yeah, and seeing like the attempt at autism speech support, which I'll be bringing that up. Like autism speech support ABA therapy, which I don't support, and I don't support them because it's actually abuse. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, you know your white is shaking because of a train going by.
Oh yeah.
Train going by and it's shaking the little light right here above the laptop.
Mhm.
So yeah, but let me bring it up that ABA therapy. I don't support it because of the damn reason and what it stands for. And the person who created it, we learned it from training animals. I'm sorry, but oh, yep, there's the horn. But did not good. Like it's problematic. Mm, but yeah, it seemed to make me upset because
How they treated us.
mm-hmm because trying to force it to act like other kids, trying to make a copy of what they do. That is so it's so uncomfortable.
Yep.
And like literally it it did not feel right. And Jane about it, it made me feel so icky to thinking about it
Uh huh.
because of how wrong it was. But yeah, oh, not the TPU. I hear you. Oh, you hear the squealing of the brakes?
Mhm.
But Jane is that it's just so upsetting because I finally got away up from this shit in my second year of not middle school but high school. It was still prevalent when I was younger, but yeah, another train coming in, and there are train meetup outside. But Jane is that I had it happen all the way up until my second year of middle school. It would like
Sorry, guys.
it was still happening, but it was not that much in high school. And then when it came to my second year of high school, is when it started slowly going away. But I'll be honest, I did not feel fucking comfortable at all with shit like this. Like, literally, and Jane, I did not did meltdown shit because I know how much and how bad they would treat us. But yeah, it did something that made me feel awful. Heck, and with what I said earlier about I never been restrained, but they'll have. Or technically, I might have, but I'm not sure because how long ago it was. It was in probably somewhere in elementary school because I don't remember stuff like that happening in middle or high. But it would have to be like when I was about 5 or 7 or so. But it's been so long, it's been almost 20 years. So, yeah. So, it's something to think about. So, what about you?
What?
with how you felt when they did the AB therapy on you.
Well, when I was a kid, I wasn't. I was a cold-minded person. I tended not to feel. I tended to feel nothing. I feel nothing in my childhood. Like I just know how to cry. If I felt have to cry, and I was always alone, which is really part of my nature. And that's my habit, my behavior, being alone and being like a hermit, which was okay. But what's even worse, what's not okay is, not okay is that ABA therapy is very manipulating. Because ABA therapy, I am not trying to be mean with my therapists who I reunited on Facebook, but this is based on my experience that us autistics, we also cry. We do have feelings.
And we do
And
have
we're not robots.
we do have sympathy too. We do.
We have the right to get mad. We have the right to get angry. And let's just say, like, oh, if you're sad, I remember this physical therapy told me you gotta carry all the toys back, and especially that some toys are too heavy, and it triggered. I think he tested if he would test me if I am triggered about that. But if I had a feeling, then I would get upset. I will have meltdowns on that. But
Mm-hmm.
I have this feeling that, like, I am a slow learner in my childhood. I'm a slow learner in my childhood. So when I was in special school, I had a mind of a 5-year old. I mean, a 5 months old. I have a mind of a baby, and I tended not to. I mean, ABA therapy is not. It shouldn't be an animal experiment to be a slave.
Mm-hmm.
ABA therapy should be an improving therapy, not controlling them. That's the reason why my parents. I'm not trying to break. I'm not trying to. I'm gonna expose a little bit. My parents had a habit to also to force me to be a normal person. But I'm sorry, unfortunately, you cannot make an autistic person unnormal. You cannot make a normal person out of an autistic person.
Finding Jane in, no one normal. Jane is if people who try to be the same as someone else. It's something that Albert Einstein said. People who try to act the same as everybody else can be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Repeating the same thing every day is crazy.
Yep.
And Finding Jane in, he was autistic. So what he was thinking of was right. And for people who think of doing stuff like that, it's technically crazy in a way.
Yep.
But Jane is an ABA therapy teaching you to act like something you're not, and it's so uncomfortable.
And they gone too far.
Yeah, there are reasons why so many autistic people who get self-routine and commit suicide or have medical issues
And
that
they have
don't.
depression too.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's true.
social anxiety.
And sometimes that if they have medical issues that are inside the body, it feel like they don't feel like no one care about them to the point where they don't bring it up. Like literally, it's just so fucked up that it teaches that saying, hey, if you're feeling sick or not okay, we don't care. We want you to act this specific way. That like telling a guy who got a bullet in his freaking back to act normal and do stuff around the house when that bullet is slowly killing him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm sorry, but it's stuff that actually happens. So yeah, and I don't know what the fucking problem is with some people, but it just fucked up. Is there anything else you want to say?
I'm a little bit like
Mm.
this is way too sensitive, but I'm good. I have a pug. I have a plush toy, by the way. Wait. Like I've been sorry, but let me rephrase that. I've been reflecting about my past experience with the ABA therapy, and I can tell something's a little bit wrong right there.
Mm-hmm.
Being in a special school should be liberating, not tormenting.
And and for people who've been in special need like me, it felt like tormented too. Like I got punished more for nothing than anything, and heck, it was so irritating and so stressful. And heck, the timeouts thing for Jane, that was a little too a sensory thing because of how it was set up. And a lot of stuff that happened to me back in elementary school. Because my work chain from my childhood is between elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
That when all my shit in hell was. So yeah.
Well, however, when I got in special school, we also taught us to be organized, which is okay. But the behavior side, you know, it should not be like being controlled by someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why my parents have the habit to make plans for me instead of me as an adult, as a young adult, doing my plans for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Parents and therapists should also teach kids how to organize their life plan,
But yeah.
because you cannot control them. If I am the mom, I will not control their kids. I will not control my kids' decisions. I'm not going to decide for them. I'm not going to plan for them. And I'm not going to run after them when it comes to their ambition. That's their thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
It's just a little bit disappointing that, you know, the ABA is becoming like a voodoo treatment. Let's put it that way.
And a tool for not physical violence, domestic or mental violence. But yeah. But we gotta get ready to go to bed. Oy.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I hope you guys found what we are talking about pretty good. And I hope you guys understand why I do live streams. Like, this is the first time in about a couple months, maybe even a year, that I talked about shit like this.
And I never talked about this in my own YouTube channel, but I'll try to prepare for that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
because this is sensitive anyway.
And it may be sensitive, but a lot of people need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to keep on happening unless people start talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hope you guys understand the live stream. Please like and subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys later because I'm tired and a little emotional.
Let's snuggle. Let's snuggle with the pug.
Love you guys.
Love you too, Davy Bump.
Love you.
Mm-hmm.
Please like, subscribe, and I hope everybody have a great weekend.
Bye
guys.
Day.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.